help. Let me say it again. Ask for help. Don't struggle alone.
Don't struggle alone.
Don't know if you got a girl. Don't mean to disrespect, but all of you on my.
Welcome back, guys.
We are back.
The chocolate dogs.
We're back.
Are back.
Like
welcome. Of course, I have to ask, how are y'all doing today? How are you feeling? Have you looked in the mirror and told yourself that you are worthy, that you are beautiful? Have you? If you haven't, stop right now. Go do that and then come back. And then we can get started.
So this video, we wanted to talk about failure.
You know, it happens.
It does. We promise you guys that we'll be super transparent.
Yes.
And we are. We're going to be transparent. What happened when you failed your first test? Anything?
And the
Well,
second
you cry first.
And then the one after that. I'm just kidding.
You don't feel everything, but don't be comfortable failing now,
No, never find comfort in that.
Don't go around talking about, the chocolate dogs told us. No.
Don't.
Don't say that. That's what we told you, okay? You twisted my words, okay? But yeah, so what happened when you failed your first test?
Yeah. Can you
in
fail
college?
a test and still go to med school?
Are you smart enough? Are you good enough? Yes. The answer is yes. The answer
You
is
are.
yes, because we are living proof.
Your girl failed.
When you said that, we failed.
We failed some tests. But it's okay.
Just be comfortable saying failed.
Yeah,
Like, just say the word
people
failed.
are not comfortable enough being that transparent and that open because everybody thinks you have to be so perfect and a 4.0 GPA when you get to medical school.
Sis.
Oh, I'm just gonna be confident and say all people who are successful have had at least one failure.
At least
one.
Yes.
And probably a big one. So for us, both of our failures in undergrad, biggest were organic chemistry. 1 and 2. For me, 1 and 2.
That class was a struggle.
It's definitely one of those weed out classes, and they'll test you. Some people love it. Like some
They be
people,
like,
they
it's like a
thrive
puzzle.
off of it. Yeah.
It's like Sudoku.
Yeah.
No.
Not for me.
No, it's not.
I know. I need equations.
I wasn't really a fan of jigsaw anyway.
Yeah,
so.
I need to plug in numbers. Like I need something that's. I love chemistry, but when you add the bio to it, and then
all those shapes,
the shapes,
geometry class
I'm
now.
like,
It's
I
a
ain't
lot.
got time.
It's part of memorization.
But some
Especially
people love it. Some people are great at it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can find those people, have them help you.
Ask for help.
Ask for help. Let me say it again. Ask for help. Don't struggle alone.
Don't struggle alone.
Because you don't have to.
You literally are doing that by choice.
Yeah. Because I know I used to be that way. I'm prideful, but put your pride to the side and go ask for help, whether it's the teacher, the TA, another student who you know is doing very well in the classroom. Ask for help and ask for help early.
Very, very
Don't fail
early.
the first test and the second test,
And
and,
then try to,
it's a week before the third
Right.
test, and you're like, oh, maybe I should ask for help.
No.
It's late.
Then the drop date is already gone. So now you really gonna mess up your GPA by doing that. So
And even if you don't feel like you're struggling in the class, still go to tutoring and ask for help so you can confirm what you know and what you don't know.
Listen to her. Listen to her. Go when you don't think you need help.
Yeah.
That's when you really. That's when you really think.
I learned that pretty recently. But if you do fail a test, it's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world.
It might feel like it, especially if you were a person like me who had really never failed a test until they got to college. You're like, wow, I didn't even know this was possible.
Very true. Some people fail the class.
Yeah, and that's
You have
okay
to
too.
repeat it.
You can
It's
retake
fine.
classes, and if you do have to retake a class, and for some reason they do ask about it in your med school interview, just use that to your advantage and be like, yes, I wasn't doing the right things. I didn't. My study habits weren't developed, or I didn't know about this, but I took it again and I got that B or that A because I learned how to do this. I learned that this worked for me, and you can just use that as your advantage in your interview. And just explain to yourself like, yeah, I failed, but I learned from my failure and I succeeded.
The worst thing that you can do if you know that you want to go to medical school, the worst thing that you can do is let that failure be the reason why you quit and give up on your dream. Do not do that. You'll never be happy.
Please
Don't do it. Because love is gonna live and we all go through it. Yes, please, don't let that be the determining factor and, make that be the reason that you just are like, I'm not good enough to do this, and that. Because
you are good enough. You really are.
You keep telling me at the beginning of each video you're good enough.
You are good enough.
Go to the mirror right now. Stop playing games. You playing with me. For real. Believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you,
it's so important.
It's so important. People can tell you, oh, you're smart, you're this, you're that. If you don't believe that, that means nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking from experience. That means nothing.
So failure is okay. But ask for help. I feel like that's one of the main takeaways that we want you guys to have. Ask for help. If you are struggling with something, ask for help. ask for help.
Ask for help.
Ask for help. Because that's what people are for. Like, they're put in that position to help you.
People want to help you.
TAs, they're paid to help you. So use them. Don't be dumb.
Don't be dumb.
Because that's dumb.
Don't be dumb.
That's dumb if you don't use them.
That's not smart, sis.
That's not smart. Like, so be smart. Because your classmates, they're being smart. And they're taking advantage.
Full advantage of every part of their tuition.
Yes, they are. So you should too. I mean, you really don't see the failures. Like, when people talk about, oh, I got this job. Or, like, I'm doing this profession. Or this. Like, they don't talk about what it took for them to get to that point. And I'm pretty sure that it took a lot of failing. A lot of falling down and getting back up to get them to the point that they are. So that's really important, especially in this journey. You are going to fail a lot. It might not be like physical failing a test or something, but you're going to fail in some aspect in this journey. But you just have to learn from it and just do better next time. And just take advantage of that. Use that as a learning opportunity for you to better yourself.
Like, we're speaking to somebody out there right now.
I'm thinking myself too.
So you are smart and you are capable and you are good enough to do this.
Yeah.
Keep pushing. Period. So, this is Black History Month.
This is Black History Month. So happy Black History Month, guys.
Black History Month. You know,
I have to support with my, Black by Popular Demand shirt. I will put the link in the description box. It is a Black-owned business, so do support if you can.
Yes.
And it was reasonably priced as well. They have a lot of different stuff, and it's all cute. They're not fashionable. So we're gonna like shine some light on just African Americans in the medical field who have done great things, who are just inspirations to us, and who can be inspirations to you guys. So we are going to do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start off with the first black male and female physician.
And I'm gonna grab my phone because I did not memorize this, but
you sure did not.
Don't judge me.
Transparency, y'all.
The first African American woman physician was Rebecca Lee Crumpler, Dr. Rebecca Lee Crumpler. She became a physician in 1864. She graduated from New England Female Medical College. She first practiced medicine in Boston, and she was primarily a physician for poor children and women. So I guess today she'd be like a family medicine, so she's taking care of both women and children. So yeah, that was kind of her focus. She was an author. She also traveled a lot. She did a lot of missionary work. She felt like that was kind of like her purpose to give back. So she did a lot of missionary work. She worked for the Freedmen's Bureau to give medical care to freed slaves, which is awesome. She also, when she moved back to Boston, it was in a predominantly African American community. So she even provided medical services out of her home for children, probably for children who really couldn't afford it. So she let them just come to her house and she treated them. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, she also went through it, of course, as the first African woman physician. I can only imagine what that would be like. It says here that she was subject to intense racism and sexism while practicing medicine. She had people call her out of her name. She had people doubt her abilities. And I mean, I feel like that still stands true to today. You're gonna have people who don't believe in you, or who don't think that you're a doctor, who don't think you're capable of becoming a doctor. But even she has to go through those things, and she was still amazing, and she still showed us that it is possible. So I feel like that's really important. So we thank you, Dr. Crumpler.
Thank you, Dr. Crumpler. So I had Dr. James McKean Smith, and he was the first African American male physician. And so he went to African Free School, which was I'm assuming it was a college in New York City. And so once he graduated, he wanted to get a medical admission in the United States. And he couldn't get any admissions here. So he went to Scotland, got his degree in 1837, came back, and he became a physician in New York City, where he opened up a medical office for orphans. And he also had a pharmacy. And he had an interracial clientele, which is pretty interesting, because you wouldn't think that a black physician would be able to treat white patients in those times. So he was able to do that, partially because he was biracial. And so he was an anti-slavery, anti-racism organizer. He was very passionate about spreading the word about, being an abolitionist, and he was part of the Glasgow Emancipation Society, where he was able to fund his education when he was in Scotland. So yeah, thank you, Dr. Smith, for all that you've done for us. Thank you, Dr. Crumpler, for paving the way for us to be able to sit here,
because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for these.
Period. So yeah, that was a little Black History Month, a little melanin for you guys.
A little melanin spotlight.
So now we're gonna do a little drop a gem segment.
We gotta get y'all with another gem. This whole video has been gems, but if you were asleep, during the other segments, Then we're going to
wake up. You're gonna have to wake up. So my gem for this video would be to trust in who you are. Live your life for you. Don't live it for anybody else. Don't let anybody's unsolicited opinions shake you and make you think that you're not meant to be where you are. No, live your life for you. If you want to pursue medicine, pursue because you want to pursue medicine, not because your mom or your dad told you to do it. If you want to pursue art, engineering, law, if you want to become a writer, a journalist, all those things, do it because you want to do it, not because anybody else is telling you that you should. And you have to actually be able to say, you know what? Tomorrow's gonna be a good day, and we're gonna be successful, and we're gonna grind hard, we're gonna get this degree, and then we're gonna make it. Because we didn't get here on our own, but we had to believe in ourselves enough to get to pass those tests, to apply to medical school. No one else reminded us
to pick ourselves back up.
Because at the end of the day, you can ask for advice from people and all this stuff, but if you don't believe in your capabilities, that means nothing. So believe in yourself and live your life for you. That's my gem this week.
Come on, sis. Come through. Come all the way through. Yes.
So praise dance. So what's your gem this week?
Oh, wow. After that, you know, whew. She just be giving my life. She gives me my whole life.
Oh, she's so extra. Okay.
So my gem would be basically just incorporating everything that we've been saying throughout this video. It's just to make sure that you know you are worthy. You are worthy in being in the position that you are in. You are worthy of being a doctor, of being whatever that you aspire to be. You are worthy of that. It was made for you, and you are worthy. So don't doubt yourself, because imposter syndrome is so real. It will have you feeling like you are not supposed to be doing this or that. You're not capable of doing this or that. But you are, and you are worthy of it. You have a purpose, and you're here to fulfill that purpose. So just know that you are worthy. Remind yourself that you're worthy, because especially in this field, you are going to go through it. You're going to have people doubting you, telling you to your face that you are not capable, that you are not worthy, but you have to remind yourself that you are. Because as a Black woman in this field, people going to think you're the nurse, the nursing assistant, janitor. When you walk in that door, and if you say, my name is Dr. So-and-so, or I'm a student doctor, or I'm a medical student, they're not going to automatically assume doctor. Like, they just don't. And it sucks, but they don't. So you have to remind yourself that, yes, I am capable, I am smart, I know what I'm doing, and I am here for a reason, and I am worthy of it.
Right.
So just keep reminding yourself of that, because it's so important. And it's not going to be easy all the time, but if you just constantly tell yourself, like literally tell yourself, write it down, put it on a sticky note and stick it to your mirror, do something, but just let yourself know on a daily basis that you are worthy, because people will try you. They will. This whole journey is going to try you.
But just test your faith. It's going to show you.
It will. So just know who you belong to. And know that you are worthy.
Yes. You are worthy. I love this song somewhere. Ain't that a song? I love this song. But
So yeah, that's my little gem.
You know?
It's important.
Yes, it is very important. So we want to thank you guys for watching our video.
Yes, thank you guys.
Subscribe.
Comment.
Like.
Follow us on social media.
Yes. Our social media
Twitter, Instagram.
Yes.
So follow us.
Follow us.
Posting things on there.
Drop
some gems in the comments for those reading, or suggestions, constructive criticism, anything, any positive things. Please drop them in the comments below, and we would love to read them.
Yes. Share your experience with us.
Your failures.
What was your failure? We all got them.
Yeah.
Be transparent.
Because we have a lot more.
Come on.
So
we got a lot of videos coming for you guys. Okay.
Yes, we have people. So if you're tired of our faces.
No, we have some very beautiful melanated folks coming on our channel as well.
Men,
you know,
and women.
We are here for all of you guys.
Yes.
Okay. You get representation. You get representation. You get representation.
We all get representation.
So yes, please stay tuned for future videos from us.
Yes.
And from our fellow classmates.
Yes. So we love you guys. Chocolate dots out. Peace and blessings.
Even notice me, you gotta feel me.